Have reworked this season. It's the second year of the Swiss model, as they call it. Well, it's one big league and you play either side, home or away. Here's Semedo. Essen helping it on. It's a little bit blustery here at the training ground today. You can hear the wind. Farmer delivering from deep. Pont. He started last season on loan at Stockport up at Edgeley Park, but was recalled in January by Wolves and finished the season playing 21s football. Here's Semedo. Essen helping it on. Slight push in the back there. Well, so it seemed on Chiwome, but the assistant only giving Arsenal the throw. The referee for this one today, by the way, is Paul Cooper. One thing to watch in PL2 this season as well is a trial that the PGMOL are undertaking at the moment. It's to do with goalkeepers, actually. Obviously, in football, normally you have 6 seconds to hold on to the ball and release, which is rarely enforced. I can think of only one time I've seen it before, but a strict 8-second rule in PL2 this season. If you do hold on to it for more than 8 seconds, your team will concede a corner. The Wolves have one of their own means here. So if you do see goalkeepers pick up the ball and then release it fairly quickly, that'll be the reason why. One to watch as the campaign goes on. I'm sure a few will get caught out as we go. You can see the wind is causing a few problems here. Gower helping it on here for Arsenal, looking for Ismail Kabia. Essen. Comes out here to the Arsenal captain, who's Nathan Butler Oyedeji. And now Kabia. Tripped by Pond there. It's a free kick to the young Gunners. A busy day here at Compton. Gary O'Neill is holding his press conference just about as we speak in the building away to our left. Of course, the first team in action on Sunday against Chelsea at Molineux. It's a London double in Wolverhampton this weekend. This might be a shot on goal, but a looped cross instead, and it's Pond who heads clear. Nichols. Aldini Kachuri has stayed forward and trying to take it on here for Arsenal, but it breaks down for him. We are slightly obscured here at Compton today. The wind isn't helping matters in terms of filming this game, so apologies for the low vantage point we've got for this one. Here's Heaven. Lewis Skelly, who plays at left back, but as you can see will happily drift into midfield. Ulad Mahand. Wind holding that one in the air again. And Butler Oyedeji couldn't do anything with it. Semedo was ready to reach that one, but it was intercepted, and a free kick given away here by Leon Chiwome. Bit of a limp here for Heaven. It's a busy season for Wolves. They've got obviously their Premier League 2 campaign, 10 games to come before Christmas, but so many cup competitions as well. Got the Premier League Cup. They've been drawn in a group with Sunderland, Sheffield United and Huddersfield. Trips north for that. The Premier League International Cup, where they've got Monaco, Dinamo Zagreb, Ajax and Valencia to come here at home. The Bristol Street Motors Trophy as well. It's plenty of competitive action for Wolves. Both sides slowly adjusting to the conditions here. It's a fairly warm day. A number of Wolves fans were given tickets for this as well, so aside from the families and friends of the players, there are plenty of fans here at Compton. Arsenal did really well. Look for that quick ball to release Cabia. Ponder's lost it to him and then gives away the free kick. Wolves started quick, but are slowly but surely finding themselves on the back foot here. Arsenal have players lined up across the edge. Michal Rosiak, he's standing over this. Lewis Skelly. Nichols. Arsenal retaining the ball. And it's Semedo who suddenly finds himself forward here. Nelson Semedo racing through for Wolves. Still Semedo! Well, was he pulled back there? He was certainly put off balance towards the end. It is a Wolves corner, but it probably should have been so much more. Not too many questions being asked of the referee in the end. Of course, one-on-one defending is Semedo's forte. Not always one-on-one through on goal himself. Great bend on that delivery. Made by Kachuri. Looping one looking for Lonwijk. And the opportunity is gone. Many of the players who were involved in that opening game against Nottingham Forest either on the bench or not involved today due to the numbers permitted at PL2 level. Likes of Okudua, Ojinaka, Mabete, Voice, Ashworth, Edozie who's on the bench, and Holman who doesn't make the squad.
No, you just say.
Okay, so what one's that one? Okay, so what's this one?
Arsenal have it. It's a nice ball into Butler Oyedeji. Wolves adamant that was handball. It was Skelly with that one in. Wolves can safely bring it away through Owen Farmer. He was on loan with Rushall last season in National League North. Chiwome told to get to his feet.
Nelson Semedo's first team.
Inadvertently comes through to Keon Edwards, the Jamaican. Now Jimmy Gower. There's Skelly.
Oh, 21s. Who's the first team player? How can you not know who he is? Go. Penetrate.
Wolves have a chance to break forward. Semedo with their best opportunity so far when he suddenly found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Gower though for Arsenal. It was interesting, just while you were waiting to join us here, we could see the Arsenal team lined up at the side of the pitch ready to take to the field, and the goalkeeper, Jack Porter, who is only 16, has already played for the 18s this season, was speaking to some of his teammates and almost worried that he was going to play in this, and he was having to have reassurance from those Arsenal players that he was here on merit and he deserved his opportunity. Might have work to do here as Semedo tries to centre and Wolves have another corner. Can they get delivery right this time? The referee spotting something in there. Well, it was always going to take some time for this Wolves 11 as it is today to find some rhythm together, having been changed so much from Monday. Many of these players, of course, not involved in the pre-season as well, that took them to the likes of Slovakia, where they took on Honved and Slovan Bratislava. Rosiak eased away, but Wolves can start again. Of course, Lewis Benjamin, the 17-year-old here for Wolves on the ball, was with the first team out in the United States. Semedo, of course, the same. Lembekisa was playing at the Copa America.
No, I said I love that you.
Oh yeah, you said that.
I always say that. I look, mate, the
He's doing what I do.
Of course, it is always worth stating with the under-21 games that not too much can be read into results or even final league position due to the needs and wants of the first team at any given time, and we saw that in full effect towards the end of last season when the likes of Chiwome and Chirewa were pulled up into Gary O'Neill's first team due to the lack of numbers available. Gulab Mahan, the Moroccan. Butler Ojedeji. Unlike clearance, took a nick off an Arsenal player there, so Wolves have the throw.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. France.
Oh, did we get for free?
I mean, no, because we're not. We're just coming low.
Listen, start doing that type of stuff, mate. Right, next time it's yellow card, mate. Okay?
Lewis Skelly, who just knocked the ball away there to delay the restart, was warned by the referee that any further would see him pick up a yellow card. Rosiak. Butler Oyedeji. Like the ball was on there to Kabia, but it was a bad pass in the end.
Yeah, but that pass was horrendous.
Plenty of the club staff on the far side as well, and some of the players not involved today, all taking a watch. Interesting reading an interview with James Collins over the summer as well, talking about the fact that when he was the age of some of these under-21 players, he was already coaching at the age of 18, having signed his first pro contract at Crewe. The then manager asked him and his teammate Neil Critchley, actually, who's just been sacked at Blackpool now, but the two were playing together at the time, and asked whether they would coach some of the club's junior teams. So it just goes to show how times have changed. Wolves again to safety, but it's Lewis Skelly. Gower. Heaven. Cabia can't force his way through. We've seen his pace already, but strength isn't quite there to match. Nicely played out, and a good turn of pace here from Joe Hodge. That loan at QPR last season.
Because there's another joke about what's
Another one by Essen. Lewis Skelly. Heaven and Kachuri. Arsenal looking composed on the ball and have split the Wolves midfield right open here. Lundvik with those long legs gives away the free kick. Goalless here so far. Arsenal have had over 60% of the ball, but neither side has had a single shot on goal yet. Almost half through this first half. Heaven, who's only 17. Rosiak a year his senior, but we heard James Collins speaking after that defeat against Nottingham Forest on Monday about just how young his side were this season. Age seems to be coming down year upon year at the moment. Up by Limbakisa. Pom to Lundvik. To Benjamin again. 2 of his 3 appearances for the 21s last season were in the Premier League Cup. Looks like he might be there for the duration this time around. Wolves haven't got a sub-keeper on the bench today. Arthur Nasta has been left out. You do only get 5 subs. Lewis Skelly. Again, inverted from that left-back position. Heaven. Slight pull there by Semedo, but Oyedeji away, and the ball well won back by Wolves. Plenty of balls being overhit and underhit by both teams so far. It isn't too easy out there, but at least no rain at the moment. Nichols back here from this free kick. Lewis Skelly. Wolves sat in and disciplined with their shape at the moment. Pond. Hodge keeps it moving, and that's nicely worked. Farmer has two in the middle towards Chiwome. Essen had made up the numbers as well. And Bakisa. Essen, not sure if he was looking for it there, but the free kick won for Wolves. Just seemed to step across his man, but give him the benefit of the doubt. Wolves with a free kick in a very presentable position here. With just under 20 minutes of this first half an hour remaining, it looks like we will get the first shot on goal. Matty Whittingham is the left-footed option here. Looks like Hodge fancies this one himself. It is Joe Hodge for Wolves. A nick off the wall and a corner. Nichols with the throw. Rawlings battling for the second ball. He's on it now. And he was actually born in Tokyo, the England Youth International. Pond. Just kept it in play. Farmer keeping it moving. Semedo. Essen. Semedo looking to set him away. Wonderful play though by Lewis Skelly to bring it away. Ulab Mahan. Kabia. Tony Edwards was in the middle.
Where did you find your beating? No, I left it.
Oyedeji. The Wolves not seeing too much of the ball here, but Arsenal not really going anywhere with it. Every time they get towards the edge of the penalty area, Wolves able to force them back up the field. Very watched there by Hodge. It's a Wolves goal kick. Frustration for both sides for different reasons in the opening half hour here. It's one of several games in the competition taking place today. Elsewhere, Blackburn taking on Crystal Palace, and the Eagles leading 1-0 after 4 minutes there through Franco Ume. A number of games tonight: Chelsea-Everton, Derby taking on Manchester City, Leeds-Villa, United-Stoke, Norwich Forest, and West Ham against Southampton down in East London. Kachuri, the Albanian, having to reassess. But not Oyedeji. Early ball from Farmer, looking for Chiwome. Also taking a risk. Heaven by Rosiak. Nichols able to find a route out. Lewis Skelly. Semedo able to break free. Lewis Skelly stopping him in his tracks. His red card at Liverpool on the final day of the season has ruled him out of Wolves' first 3 games, so Gary O'Neill putting him into the 21s today to give him minutes. Gower didn't like the attention there from Lundvik. Cabia, Pond firming the challenge, and had to be there as well because Cabia was making serious inroads. At the end of it all, Wolves have a goal kick.
You can just go get a new one. Every time someone gets what? Yeah, I'll take a yellow. You said that. You can make it like the kit man. You can just go to the kit man.
Kachuri trying to test Benjamin there was Butler Oyedeji. Arsenal probing but with little success. They were 4-0 up at half-time against Manchester United in their first PL2 game last Saturday. United playing the final 30 minutes with just 10 men there after Williams was shown a straight red card. So they've had it pretty easy in their first game. Oyedeji, Heaven, who's well pushed up here. Rosiak. Wolves with a chance here to break after Arsenal relinquished possession. Kachuri going in hard there on Chiwome. It's turned into a bit of a scrappy affair here at Compton. Wolves won 2 games against Arsenal's under-21s last season. Beat them at home 2-1. 2 goals from Ty Barnett. Actually haven't lost to Arsenal though since 2015 at this level.
Hey, come on, man.
Lewis Skelly not happy again. Actually, that time that Wolves did lose to Arsenal, the Arsenal scorers, Chris Willock, Steffi Mavadidi, now of Leicester, and Alex Iwobi as well. Eusebio Banchesi and Jordan Graham were on target for Wolves that day, but fell to a 3-2 defeat.
Nah, see, I remember that. I'm the fuck you up.
Lundvik. Back to Semedo. Wolves won half of their home games last year, 5 wins from 10 played, either here or down at Agborough. Farmer going in for the challenge, but it's Nichols who brings it away. Rosiak. Rawlings wins it back for Wolves. Hodge was challenged from behind there. He's angry that the referee hasn't at least signalled for the advantage. Nichols. Pond. Such a commanding centre-half that he is, stepping in there to help Wolves. Chiwome. Semedo. Just 9 minutes to go until half-time. Lundvik. Semedo. Looking for the give and go. It is Nelson Semedo. Felt like he was just trying to set it there, and in the end it just wasn't close enough to Matty Whittingham. He plays just off the front in that number 10 role. Wolves not happy again that the whistle hasn't gone. Rosiak. Michal Rosiak again. Oh, that's a nice ball. Arsenal in. Benjamin makes the save. First time he's been called into action today. Gower. And again from Lewis Skelly. I think it was Kion Edwards who had the chance there for Arsenal.
Stratford's like 45 minutes away from that.
Skelly trying to ease it forward again, this time looking for the run of Bola Oyedeji, but it was a good save there by Lewis Benjamin, the Wales under-19 international. You could see he put the ball down very quickly there.
What I'm trying to say is, you're trained.
Yeah, I know, it will cost you.
No free kick, Whittingham's lost it, Pond has won it, Hodge. Pace just being upped a bit here by Wolves. Rawlings is clipped.
So basically, I've spent that nearly 1.2.
Is that Governor O'Neill? Is that the manager?
Yeah, it's alright, mate. Oh, nice.
Don Vijk. Pond. Vicious run there by Nichols, who's lost it. There's clearly a barge down there on Farmer. Not quite within shooting range for Wolves, who need to try and work some kind of angle here. It's Matty Whittingham standing over it, the former Manchester City man, signed at around this point last year. Was an under-18 title winner with them. Wolves do something different. Semedo. Kicked in from wide towards Lonvai. Good save! And the rebound somehow cleared away. How did that not go in? Still there for Wolves. And Arsenal able to clear. Whittingham. Really good chances for both teams in the last couple of minutes. Chiwome. No free kick. Ulad Mahan. His brother Salah Eddin is also in the Arsenal Academy, though not involved today. Lembekisa. Cabia. Has looked one of Arsenal's bigger threats so far. Kachuri. Both teams have had chances now that they really should have scored from. But Oyedeji. Chiwome working back there, helping out defensively. Lembekisa out of position today and helping it away, but only to an Arsenal shirt. Benjamin, a summer acquisition from Cardiff last year. Pond with a punt into the air. Offside. Wolves work their way forward in the old-fashioned way. Well, big talking points have come towards the end of this half, which is slowly drawing towards a conclusion. Limbakisa. Whittingham leaves it for Farmer. Essen. Semedo there with him. It's not often you see someone with 35 international caps play for the Wolves under-21s these days. Semedo half blocked off. It was Hodge with that ball in. Lundvik. Deji. Heaven. With what could have been a hellish back pass. Dealt with by Porter. And there is no added time at the end of this first half. That is it. Goalless at the break here at Compton. Both sides have had chances. Both sides have had chances they should have scored from as well. Nigel Lundvik with a header after a well-worked Wolves free kick could have given them the advantage towards the end of the half. That after Arsenal themselves had Keon Edwards through, but his effort well saved by Lewis Benjamin. Nelson Semedo was one-on-one with the goalkeeper as well from halfway, but as he got towards the edge of the area, stopped in his tracks. Back out to Whittingham. Limbakisa there as well. Whittingham. Surely was a shot on goal in the end, but nowhere near hitting the target. Well, Wolves will move from this game to an away game down at Brighton at the end of the month, and then the cup competitions come into play. They go to Port Vale in the EFL Trophy in their first game of September, then back-to-back Premier League Cup games against Huddersfield here at home, and then away to Sheffield United. And their first game of the Premier League International Cup as well comes against Monaco. That's on the 26th of September. Their next under-21 Premier League game here at home is against Leeds United. That's on Monday the 23rd with a 7 o'clock start. The majority of Wolves games this year will once again be played down at the home of Kidderminster at Agborough. Played out by Porter. Arsenal looks so assured on the ball with almost everything they're doing. Free kick there after a nick by Farmer. And a yellow card actually, after that challenge from behind. Nichols with the free kick. He's got his opposite full-back there to receive it off him, Lewis Skelly. Challenged by Farmer, but couldn't quite get his foot on it. So here's Danny Angel leading the line here for Wolves, and he's got it. Hodge. Essen looking for the low route. Rawlings. Here's Semedo. Presumably he'll be getting as close to a 90-minute spell as he can here. It's not like some of the seniors who come and play under 21s football and are given a predetermined hour spell out on the field on their comeback from injury. It's a different kind of situation. Semedo. Nelson Semedo going a long way, and he was pushed down there. Wolves free kick. And surely if a yellow was shown before, it has to be here, and looks like it will be. So it's a booking for Butler Oyedeji. Two over it here for Wolves. Whittingham, you would expect to be the favourite. Essen the other option. Whittingham in. Oh, nearly an own goal. One Arsenal player onto another. And I'm not sure that Ulad Mahan knew too much about that when it hit him. A ball that could have gone anywhere. Pond is up there. Hubner as well, the Indonesia international, who has now returned from his loan at Cerezo Osaka in the J-League. And by Whittingham. Once again, the windy conditions here assisting Wolves on occasion.
Brilliant.
Nicely helped away by Rosiak. Arsenal moving here with Gower. Cabia over by the Dutchman. Well, Benjamin went down to gather that there, but away it went. Arsenal have a corner. We can call this the Compton Park Road end where this corner's being taken from. Rosiak with it. And he'll have another go. Be the Polish midfielder once more. Michał Rosiak. Kachuri it was at the far post who knotted it down, but the Albanian couldn't send it towards goal.
Rory in the second half of last season.
He only played a few games, didn't he?
Man who was playing 21s football for Wolves not so long ago, Hugo Bueno, has gone out on loan this season to the Dutch League. Another success story from this academy. Man who's given his chance by James Collins and Steve Davis when they stepped up to take charge of the first team before Julian Lopetegui took over. Collins, in that interview I mentioned earlier, also speaking about his time with the first team, saying that in essence it's no different because you're coaching a football team for an 11v11 game, but he said facing Graham Potter's Chelsea was a real eye-opener for him, changing the system every 10 minutes, and as soon as Wolves altered theirs to try and counter it and match it in some way, then Chelsea would change theirs again.
Yeah, the man sent off and the game sort of went a little bit. You know, it was very good first half. He took his goal well.
Back here with the goalkeeper Porter. Come on, mate, give us a chance. Thank you. It's an Arsenal free kick. Back by Maldini Cacciuri. Hodge. Little clip on the shins there of the Wolves man. And Bakisa making himself free on this near side. And he's had loans at Hearts and Rotherham United last season. And has been in the goals as well from full-back. Man, you can see at the front of the Arsenal technical area there is Mehmet Ali. He's the man in charge. He's been the 21's head coach with the Gunners since the summer of 2022. Previously the assistant under Kevin Betsy, who then left for Crawley to take charge of their first team. Here's Semedo. Danny Angel was in there, the Spain youth international, but just challenged at the vital time there to limit his chances.
Go on, see big touch.
Cabia. Will have Mahan. Rosiak. Lewis Skelly. 2-1 to Palace in the other game, by the way, in their match-up at Blackburn. Still waiting for the first goal here. Hodge. To Hubner. He's now alongside Pond.
Done aid.
Almost being pressurised here by Cabia.
Yeah, basically.
Come Arsenal again. It's just not happening for either side here. I have to say, I don't want to say it, but as things stand, this one really looks destined to end 0-0. Get it together in the final third. Neither goalkeeper has had to make a save since half-time, and limited saves throughout the game. Arsenal sitting on 57% possession at the moment. Both sides have had 3 shots, 1 on target each. Wolves have got themselves up to 5 corners, but delivery hasn't always been the best. Jimmy Gower wheel inside. The referee saw nothing wrong with that. Nichols. Gower helping it on. Nichols all the way over there on the left. Edwards. Nichols. Here come Wolves now with Hodge. Is this to be their moment with Danny Angel? Didn't really catch it. And easily taken by Porter. Oh, they're a little bit scrappy out there at the moment. The game needs a touch of something special from somewhere. In terms of the Wolves bench today, where's Okudua, Aaron Kita-Diowa and Tommy Dozy left for James Collins to pick from? Cabia urged to do something with it. Doubled up on in the end. Claims of handball, but it would have been harsh. Wolves have it anyway. Whittingham.
Well done, Maldini.
Trying to hit Danny Angel. I'm sure it's not a coincidence that the centre-half's first name is Maldini. Not something you hear too often. Nichols. Here is Angel. Nichols. Off on another mazy run from right back. Lewis Skelly. We'll have Mahan finding space, but not finding the target. He does win his side a corner. And it comes, and the header is well saved. What a stop there by Lewis Benjamin. Powered towards goal, and the big Welshman able to palm it over. They'll try again. Rosiak once more. And this time it's in. Arsenal have the opening goal. It's Nathan Butler-Oyedeji. Wolves perhaps fortunate they didn't concede previously. And as the second corner came in, it was Butler-Oyedeji to grab his second goal in as many games. Wolves will be disappointed to have conceded in that fashion. Not only from a set piece, but along the ground as well. How did it manage to find its way down there? Either way, James Collins' side has to respond. And what's happening here? Yellow card has been shown there, I think, to Lewis Skelly by the looks of things. He knows what he's doing, says the referee. He clearly didn't like that. It's a booking for him. So both of Arsenal's left-siders now on yellow cards, but crucially, they do lead this one by 1-0. Arsenal didn't have a great pre-season in terms of results at least. Won at Boreham Wood in their opener, but were beaten by Enfield Town, Rapid Vienna's second team, Bishop Stortford and Lincoln City. They played a number of senior sides. Wolves, by and large, kept it to under-21 level against the likes of Port Vale, Charlton, Swansea, Blackburn. And the two sides out in Slovakia, Slovan Bratislava and Honved. They play Nantwich Town and Hensford Town away from home. Two non-league teams. Semedo. By Rawlings. Weather does seem to have taken a turn here at Compton in this second half.
Go on, Kate. Go on.
It's a through ball. Hubner holding up Keon Edwards for now. Cabia, it's 2-0. Arsenal have a second goal in as many minutes. And it might be a second that sees off Wolves. Given far too much room there, Cabia. He was able to shift it and find the corner. Team that had no problem scoring in their league opener, and albeit have taken their time in this one, have now opened up a 2-goal cushion. Well, there's one thing going one behind, but to concede twice in a few minutes here will be a real gut punch to Wolves. And we are back underway. Wolves are really going to have to up their game now if they want to get anything from this. Similar to the way things happened on Monday in many respects, 0-0 at half-time, conceding the first after 66 minutes. It's a near carbon copy, albeit with a very different team. Similar pattern to the game. Full up a hand in that corner. He's lost it. Wolves have it and need to get themselves a goal back quickly to give themselves a foothold once again. Lembekisa was tripped. And a wide Wolves free kick here that Hodge will send straight into the mixer. Hodge looked like it was going to drop into a good area there, out as far as Rawlings. Heaven away. Hodge. Might well be looking at another loan away from Wolves this coming season, Joe Hodge. Competition in the middle of the park, pretty fierce now for the first team. Back here to Benjamin. Wolves with Lembekisa down, but back up now. Looks like there might be some changes on the way here. Arsenal have a couple ready to go. Wolves, remember, made 2 switches at half-time. I mean, Farmer trying to cut one over the top there, looking for the run of Essen. Porter on hand to catch. Nichols. Capia, scorer of the second. Whittingham. Lembekisa. Hodge. Wolves trying to up the ante here, but beyond Semedo as he darted into the area. So a pause here in the game with the changes about to take place. Looks like Harrison Dudziak is going to come on. And it'll be Ismail Ulab Mahan to make way. Looks like Wolves will make a double switch as well at this point. So changing midfield for Arsenal. And Wolves as well here, switching things up. Tommy Dozie has come on. Right winger by trade, but looks like he's going to take up a central position here. Hubner back to Benjamin. Dozie.
Brilliant job.
Aaron Keita Diwa is on there now as well. Wolves free kick here. And time is ticking. Danny Angel out there. Josh Essen as well. Atu Limbakisa, who remains out there with Semedo having made way, with Keita Diawa coming on. He's the man who gives away the free kick. Looks like that's Matt Hobbs standing over there as well against the railing, the Wolves sporting director, who no doubt is going to have a busy few days ahead. Back here with Benjamin. The wind has been unrelenting today. Continues to have an effect on this game in, of course, what is a very open pitch anyway. Confirmation it's Luke Rawlings who's gone off here for Edozie. So Wolves have made 4 changes now, with Keita Diawa, Hubner, Edozie and Angel all coming on. Here's Keita Diawa here. Makisa, I beg your pardon. And Wolves have a corner. Can they give themselves something here to work with in the final 10 minutes? Keita Diawa, who played the final 5 minutes of the defeat at Forest, is going to get a bit longer here. He's going to take the corner. And take it he does. Pushed away by the goalkeeper, confidently Porter. Hodge. Wolves trying to turn the screw, and they've won a free kick as Edozie goes down. Hubner. Farmer's attempted delivery goes past everyone. Wolves at the moment chasing a first victory in this division since mid-March, when they were winners at Everton by 2-0. Trailing here 2-0 to Arsenal, who are about to make 2 substitutions. Lewis Skelly, the first to come off here. And in fact, it looks like they're going to change both fullbacks, with Nichols making way too. Elian Queseda, one of those who will come on at left back here, presumably. The Costa Rican. And Josh Robinson comes in as well at a centre half, who'll play it right back here in the closing stages. Arsenal taking a big risk, but look to have got away with it. Heaven.
Go on, Josh, be strong.
Robinson.
Well done.
Back by Gower. Heaven. Wolves have pinched it back. Essen. Hodge. Who's put in a really solid display in the middle of the park today, despite the scoreline. It's been neat and tidy on the ball. It's the kind of traits you expect to see from him and what we've grown to see over the last few years. Good ball here is nicely taken by Edozie. He was looking for Angel in the middle. Wolves fast running out of time now. Robinson. He's given himself a tough task here to beat Kito Diwa. But he's won it back. Kabia. Wolves with a man down here, but Arsenal well entitled to play on. Kachuri. Apologies if he picks up any bad language there. It is Josh Robinson. Farmer going with him. Well, the assistant on this near side hadn't flagged, and in the end, I think it's Robinson who's penalised for handball there as he was on the floor. Farmer. It's an interesting ball over the top, and the goalkeeper in no man's land here. Danny Angel pulls Wolves back into this game. His first goal for the club at this level. And he is keen to restart things very quickly indeed. Wolves off the mark for the season. And it's the young Spaniard who's done it for them. He was the Academy Player of the Year last season after such a fabulous campaign. 12 goals in just 19 games for the 18s. And with 5 minutes to go, this game now has a bit of a different complexion to it. Are Arsenal going to get frustrated? Can Wolves summon some strength here to force an equaliser? Long way to go in this season, of course, but just to remind you, it's the top 16 in the league out of 26 teams that reach the end of season playoffs. Arsenal crowded out here. Wolves looking to get it forward quickly. But they've lost it again, and Arsenal might finish it here, and surely they have. Just as it looked as though Wolves had found a way back into this, it's taken away from them again. And Butler Oyedeji on target again for Arsenal. The 4 goals have come in 2 bursts here at Compton. Arsenal open up a 2-goal scoreline once again. And that will surely finish this game now as a contest. certainly mentally. Scoreline now the same as the other game that Palace lead 3-1 against Blackburn. Mustafa and Kfora have added further goals for them. Referee might have to diffuse something that looked to be simmering over there, but no harm done in the end. Kita Diwa. Hubner. Essen sees his low ball cut out. Heaven will just send it as far as he can. Hodge. Fired in by Limbakisa. Out and behind off Heaven. Wolves trying to give themselves another lifeline. Aside from the subs, we haven't had stoppages in this second half, so it'll be interesting to see how much time there is to be added. And that's Josh Essen making way there for where's Okudua. He's 16-year-old. Used to be a centre forward actually, like his dad Emmanuel. He's going to join the attack here for this corner. Kita Diwa puts plenty of bend on that. It looked to be a free header as well there for Alfie Pond. Wolves have another corner. And what they don't have now is time. Not as much height this time. Limbakisa. Idozi. Kita Diwa, who was always going to shift it left. That's a great ball in. Arsenal defend it really well through Kachuri. Hodge. Okudua. Kita Diwa. We are into added time. Probably going to be at least a couple of minutes. Seb Ferdinand has come on here for Arsenal as well in the dying stages. Okudua. Was he fouled? In fact, he's the one penalised in the end. And it's Kabia, the goal scorer for Arsenal, who's gone off here for Ferdinand. Well, there have been 6 minutes given here by the referee. So still plenty of time in added time, but Wolves are going to have to really go some here to take anything from this now. Pond. being harassed here by Butler Oyedeji, who scored 2 of Arsenal's 3 goals. And is now on 3 for the season. And Arsenal chasing a 4th. Gower. Ferdinand. Robinson. Rosiak. She's been waiting for that one to drop. Hubner. Pond. Three and a half minutes left here at Compton. Wolves had some respectability to this scoreline. Maldini Kachuri, who has formed a good partnership with Heaven at the back for Arsenal. Edwards to Heaven. And Porter. And Bakisa. Wolves free kick. Just over 2 minutes left now. Hodge. That was a heavy touch there by Lembakisa. And Pond in the end penalised for wrestling his man out the way. And Arsenal now will just look to keep possession for this final couple of minutes. Dozie's lost it. Arsenal have the ball and surely have the points as well. One stage, around 10 minutes ago, it looked as though Wolves were going to be right back in this, but it slipped away from them very quickly indeed as Butler Oyedeji scored again. Final 60 seconds now. To Porter and Heaven. High, looking for Ferdinand. Kito Diowa's header. Helped on by Rosiak. Last attack of the game here, if Arsenal even indeed want it to be that. Doesn't look like they do. And that is time. Wolves close, but not good enough on the day. There was little between the teams at half-time. 0-0 it was at the break, but Arsenal moved into a 2-goal lead at the midpoint of the second half. Butler Oyedeji from close range with the first. Kabia shifted it, and fired it in for the second with 20 minutes to go. Danny Angel, the substitute, seized upon a goalkeeping mistake to fire in with 5 minutes left, but just a minute after pulling themselves back into it. Butler Oyedeji once again for Arsenal, stretching the Gunners' scoreline. Ultimately, it is 2 defeats out of 2 for James Collins under-21s at the start of the season as Arsenal secure back-to-back wins. Thanks very much for joining us today. Sadly, disappointment for Wolves. Hopefully you'll stay with us for continued coverage of the 21s throughout the season. Full time here at Compton. It has finished. Wolves under 21s 1, Arsenal 3.